Hey guys, as you can see I'm in my car. Need to go to the post office because they have a habit of always delivering 10 minutes before I get home. This has happened like twice over the last few days where, you know, I get home and there's a notice like that saying we were there 10 minutes ago, so I need to go all the way down to the depot. But I'm trying to take advantage of that time to talk to you guys. That's the theory anyway. What I wanted to do in this video is talk about something that I was discussing last night. Last night I woke up early and I was hanging out in the SafeCoin Discord, and I was, you know, because that's still the coin that I'm mining. And one of the biggest discussion points right now is the block reward. So SafeCoin, like all other Equihash coins, one of the other discussions going around is how they're going to deal with ASIC resistance, how they're going to deal with these ASIC miners like the Z9 Mini. But the other discussion right now is the block reward. Previously there was 128 coins and it was designed to half every 90 days. Now that's a lot of coins for an Equihash cryptocurrency. And I'd be lying if I say that, you know, when I first started mining it wasn't one of the things that attracted me to the coin, because it was, you know, I did see that with a 36 million cap, 128 coins per block seemed really good. Yesterday it halved to 64, right? So now when someone mines a block, 64 coins are awarded instead of 128, which means per block we're now getting half of what we're getting a few days ago. But the interesting thing, you know, SafeCoin, they're launching their own exchange soon. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be very interesting. But previously they were on Exfo, which turned out to be an exit scam. So right now there is no place to buy or sell SafeCoin, and you know that has, well, firstly for the block reward halving, less people mine. But because now there is no place to cash out per se, there's nowhere for anyone to sell the coins right now. We're kind of in a limbo before the exchange is added, safe.trade. But because of that, the hash rate has dropped. And interestingly, despite the fact that the block reward now gives you 128 coins, it's now giving you 64 coins. Yesterday I actually accumulated more coins. The reason being the hash rate dropped. As I said, the block reward halving pushed a lot of people to other coins, but also because, you know, there's no place to actually cash out your coins for. You know, there's always miners who simply want to mine and then cash out, mine and cash out. I've been more of a mine and hodl type guy, but you know, it is a legitimate strategy. But because of that, the hash rate dropped. And the day before, it was kind of interesting because the days before the block reward halved, it halved, and the days before, I think the hash rate was, what was it? It was like 1.5 to maybe up to 2 megasouls or something like that. Because everyone was trying to take advantage of the fact that there's only a few days left of this, you know, 128 coins. But there's no one buying HashPower anymore. There's a few miners going away because, you know, they're only getting 128 coins. And the hash rate yesterday was between like 0.5 and 0.7. So yes, the block reward has halved. We're now getting 64 coins per block instead of 128. But because so many people left and they're not mining it anymore, I'm actually getting more coins than I was before. It's quite interesting. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because there is a discussion about the halving. The founder Jeff has proposed changing the halving schedule, and you know, there's always pros and cons when any kind of changes are suggested, but I actually think you know, that it's a good thing. I think most people are agreeing that it's a good thing. The way that it was worked before, it was going to go 128, 64, then after 90 days 32, and then 16 and 8, and then 421. And basically the proof of work period, the period that you could mine the coin, was about 2 years, and then it would go to proof of stake. But what they're talking about doing is, rather than waiting 90 days to bring it down to 32 coins, doing it in 15 days, and then bring it down to 16 coins after another 15 days. So essentially in a month, rather than 90 days to get to from 64 to 32, it would be 30 days to get to 64 down to 16. Now, it sounds unfair in many regards, and I'm sure that you know, a lot of people criticise it for saying, well, this is putting all the weight, you know, it's giving all the coins to the early adopters and all the people that mined the coins initially, which it does in a way, but there is a benefit to this. Firstly, the block reward was too high before, it really was. If you look at what other Equihash coins are doing, the block reward for Bitcoin private is 1.56. I think for Komodo it's 2.5. I think Zcash, if I'm not wrong, is Zencash is 10, and there's one of them that's 12.5. Like Z Classic's 12.5. I can't remember what Zencash is. That might be 10 or 12.5. But they're all between this kind of 1.5 and 12.5 range. So even, you know, in 30 days when SafeCoin goes down to 16, it will still be higher than what other Equihash coins are offering, which kind of makes sense because the other coins have a 21 million max supply. SafeCoin has 36 million. You won't believe it, but my camera actually fell down, and it's not because it stopped being sticky to my windscreen. It was because it actually came off the tripod thread. I don't know how, but it kind of unscrewed. So I've just picked up my parcel. So what I was talking before was the fact that SafeCoin, the block reward, is going to reduce. And as I said, you know, with it going down towards, in 30 days, it'll be 16 coins in the block reward, if this is what they actually do. It's actually not that bad when you consider that, you know, other Equihash coins, get this open, other Equihash coins have like between 1.5 and 12.5 with a 21 million market cap. You know, I'm kind of generalising here, but there are a few coins with those stats. Oh, I got the Trezor. Got the Trezor hardware wallet. So, yes, moving down to 16 coins from a proof of work point of view actually makes sense, because when you think about it, if they can move down to 16 coins sooner, then what they can do is extend the proof of work period. So before it was 2 years, but they can extend it for a longer period of time, which, you know, extend the proof of work period, which means it'll be a mineable coin for longer. And also, well, it's one of those things. So, someone said that would make it less attractive to miners. You know, the idea being if you're getting less coins, then, you know, people, the ASIC miners, it'd be less attractive to them. But this is something that people keep forgetting. If something is less attractive to ASIC miners, it's less attractive to GPU miners as well. It means that, you know, everyone is making less money. So that doesn't really work, because ideally, with the block reward going down, the value of SafeCoin will go up, because, well, people aren't going to sell it for less than what they mine it for. I do understand what other people are saying though. Some people said that it's unfair. They said that, you know, if the halving schedule is accelerated, and what they're planning to do is accelerate the halving schedule, then it means that the people who were early adopters get more coins than people that join in right now. But the founder, Jeff, was talking about this, and you know, he was obviously joining in the discussion. And get around this corner, this is bad because you never see around the corner here, all the cars are packed up. What he said was, rather than, you know, the way he did it was he purposely made the block reward high at the start so that he could generate a community, and then those people who did come into the community would be rewarded by, you know, doing so, by mining. And as he pointed out, the people over the last month with SafeCoin have dealt with several attacks. They've dealt with an exit scam with Expo. They've dealt with the project being delayed, essentially because SafeCoin, you know, I've been mining it for like 5 weeks or so now, or maybe 6 weeks even. I think it is, no, it's about 5 weeks. And essentially this is the first week they've actually been able to actually work on the coin, because they were dealing with so many attacks. Now, here's the thing. The point was that early adopters were, you know, they'll have more coins, but that is always the way it is, and it's always the way it should be. Early adopters, you know, like we talked about this before, about GPU mining or even CPU mining, you know, any kind of mining for a new coin. The people that get in there early, they accumulate more coins than the people that you know, arrive later on. That's the way it has to be, guys. I know a lot of people aren't happy with that, but you know, the block reward was 128 coins there for a month or two. People had an opportunity to get SafeCoin, but here's the thing, people complain about it now, but a lot of you people who would be complaining about the block reward going down were the same people that turned up and then they didn't want to stick around because Safe was being hacked because of all these other problems, you know, they were being attacked. So it's right that early adopters are rewarded for hanging around, for sticking with the coin. I've mined coins, I've tested out coins to mine, CPU mineable coins or GPU mineable coins, and I've mined them for a day or so and then they became nothing. There is, I mean, it's easy to forget sometimes if you pick a few winners. You know, if you pick, I know it sounds like gambling, but you know, if you pick a few coins that do end up doing well, it's easy to forget sometimes that when you pick a coin that's new, you're taking a lot of risk. You're not guaranteed a return. You are wasting electricity. You know, you could be making $50 a day with mining Zencash or Ethereum or something, and instead you're mining this speculative coin, which is basically worthless because it's not on exchange yet, and you're taking that risk. So if later on the price goes up and it turns out that the coins that you're mining, you weren't getting $50 a day, you actually made $100 a day or $200 a day, well, you deserve that reward. You took the risk, other people didn't. Now, I'm not saying though that means that early adopters should get, you know, barrel loads of cash and anyone else coming in shouldn't. You have to find a kind of happy medium. But I think an example of SafeCoin, you know, if the, you know, someone actually said, I don't think he made it a bad way, but he said that, you know, what would happen if, you know, the initial coins are just held by greedy bag holders, as he put it. I think it came across worse than what he meant because he you know, he's part of the community. I don't think he meant anything bad by it. But what he's saying basically is, you know, if you accumulated so many coins, why, you know, you just hodl your coins just now. There's nothing wrong with holding your coins. But the reason this isn't an issue with SafeCoin is that the SafeCoin exchange, safe.trade, which is going to be launched, they're going to launch a decentralized exchange as well. Safe is going to be the main trading pair. Now what that means is, rather than being Bitcoin and Safe, you know, Bitcoin and Litecoin, and you know, if you look at any other exchange, Bitcoin is the main trading pair. Sometimes it's US dollars, sometimes Ethereum or Litecoin. But in this one, it's going to follow the lead of an exchange like Nano S, which uses Nano, and it's going to use Safe. So if you've got Bitcoin, you deposit Bitcoin, you exchange that for Safe, and then you use your Safe to buy another coin. It could be Raven coin or Ethereum. I mean, I don't know what coins are going to be added. But the reason I'm saying that is, you don't have to worry about early adopters who mine the coin, hodling all the coins and not actually using them. You know, as someone who's mined the coin for a few weeks, I'm going to have SafeCoin which I can use on the exchange. And for me, I mean, I might not just rush out and trade right away, but for me it will be an opportunity to trade for other coins. So if I see, you know, if I've got some Safe in my wallet and, you know, the price of, say, Bitcoin Private or Zencash or Zclass, any coin is low, then I can just exchange directly. I don't have to go via Bitcoin. I can exchange directly for my Safe coin for this other coin. And essentially what it allows us to do is kind of liquidate your assets. It allows you to liquidate your assets more easily than if, you know, Safe wasn't the main exchange. Any other exchange that SafeCoin goes on, I would have to trade SafeCoin for, say, Bitcoin, then use that Bitcoin for another coin. Now, I'm not saying that's a major hassle, but it's, you know, it is good. With SafeCoin being the main trading pair, there's going to be a demand for SafeCoin, but there's also a reason for people to supply that demand. So the discussion on SafeCoin in the Discord group is very interesting. Personally, I support accelerating halving the block reward. Someone in the Discord group talked about another coin which actually went the other way, and after people had been mining it for a while, they increased the block reward by 15 times, which basically means if you had been mining the coin for a month, someone could have turned up and mined what you mined in like a day or two, which is insane. It's punishing the early adopters rather than rewarding them. But I think what SafeCoin are suggesting is good. What they are doing obviously ties in with the ASIC resistance and all that. These things don't happen in a bubble. You know, the decision to halve it has to be taken into account with the fact that Z9 miner, Bitmain Z9 mini ASIC miners are arriving in a few weeks' time. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of them are out there already, being out to, you know, giving out to loyal customers. So we're going to see the Equihash hash rates go through the roof, absolutely go through the roof. So yes, they might change the parameters soon, they might do something else soon, but all these decisions will be you know, made together. But I'd love to hear your view on this. It's a very interesting situation. I've not been hanging out in a Discord or involved in a coin where I've seen the halving schedule changed to react to, you know, perhaps the block reward was too high initially, or perhaps it's, you know, because of the ASIC mining things. But yeah, I've not been in a situation where they've decided to accelerate the halving of a coin. So let me know what you think about this, guys. I thought this situation was very, very interesting. And let me know what you think. And I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.